been coming fast, I'm trying to get in my groove. Build a legacy before you get to the tomb. Real.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. It's time for the NBA. Here we are, Stan, beginning of the season. Certainly, what has stood out to you so far in these early days?
Well, Kevin, there's certain guys around the league you can already see who have worked hard and made improvements to their game in the offseason. Now they're just going to have to be able to sustain those improvements and make adjustments when defenses start to figure them out.
And that's the rub, isn't it? That's the tough part of this whole thing.
Adjustments never stop. They go back and forth and back and forth.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Kyrie Irving. Derek Lively is out there with Risa Shea. And there's Christie, and it's Marshall in at the small forward. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Coming in on a 19-game win streak. They're set to achieve something very few teams have ever done. A win tonight would be their 20th win in a row.
Well, of all the ways to establish yourself as a powerhouse, this may be the best way to do it, by going on a phenomenal streak and looking practically unbeatable. One thing you can tell right now, they are playing with swagger, a sort of poise that they're backing up with execution. Not easy to do.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
He had a nice open look right there.
Well, they missed their first 4 shots, but finally able to get one on the board. Sometimes you just need to see that first one go down.
And an unfortunate trend for the Utah Jazz stand the past couple seasons, losing the battle of possessions.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's hard to overcome. When you turn the ball over at a high rate, and then at the other end, you don't force any turnovers, you're losing that possession game all the time. Now, fortunately, they rebound the ball well, and that helps a little, but it doesn't totally solve the problem.
And here are the Mavericks now, following the bucket by the Jazz.
I like the selfless approach from Kyrie tonight, doing whatever he can to help his team.
Jazz have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And here's George for 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Risa Shea. To the paint. Here's Lively. Great D that time from Nurkic. Utah has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. George passes to Peterson. Bailey. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
They swipe it. Here's Peterson. And the Jazz, another 3.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And Utah making a change here. Markkanen's checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Aldama's checked in. It's good. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
And you must be up on Kyrie at all times, or this is what he'll do to you.
Outside Jackson. Outside Markkanen. Nurkic setting the pick for Markkanen. And Utah again with the bucket.
A big boost to their chemistry when Markkanen is operating the pick and roll that well. Teams need their bigs to master that set. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Utah.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing, coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Pass to Collier. Jackson, a screen on Christie. Peterson misses. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The 17-footer. Here's Aldama. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Jazz have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Markkanen dishes to Nurkic. Fires it up. Markkanen can't get it to go. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Collier. The Mavericks making the shot, and he converts the layup.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Here's Christie. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Jackson, a screen on Irving. Pass to Nurkic. 3-pointer. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 4 rebounds in this game. Puts up a 3. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. 35 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Collier. It's deflected, and they get it back. Peterson knocks down the 3-ball. Peterson's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Utah.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
And he comes up with the deuce. Irving's got 8 points.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Driving the lane, and that one, good.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. First trip to the line for him here.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
He's perfect from the line this time. With 1 on the clock. A shot off that time. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Mavericks. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Reza Shea is out there with Washington. Then it's Santi Aldama. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Spencer in at the 1 spot. Here's Reza Shea. And no good. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Down low. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, he's certainly not a slow-paced big. Markkanen runs the floor really well.
Inside. Here's Reza Shea. Pass to Spencer. Monk with the ball. There's a screen over Peterson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Utah has gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Carries it from 3-point range.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
And, Coach, you watch Markkanen. He's a perfect fit for today's NBA, isn't he?
Yeah, a big guy who can shoot the ball, Kevin. And, look, he's learned to put the ball on the floor, go to the basket. He's a lot stronger than people give him credit for. This guy can really play the game.
Bailey, he's checked in for Utah. Here's Aldama. Great touch on the 16-footer.
Wow, you don't see that kind of quickness from Aldama all that often. Here's Collier.
Love looking around. Here's Peterson, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
On for three. Offensive rebound. Fires the three. Hands it from downtown. Monk's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
And Monk has proven that he is a terrific scorer from the perimeter. When he's in rhythm, he has no problem letting it fly.
Now here's Love. Still without a basket. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Markkanen. Finished off the break. And the Jazz lead by 2.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Monk finds Washington.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Jackson's checked in for Kevin Love. The Mavericks also with a sub. Gafford's checked in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Monk. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Monk's got 5 points now in the quarter. Utah's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Misses from short range. Utah's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Peterson misses. Dallas has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years. What's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Well, Markkanen poses such problems for a defense. He's got a variety of ways to score inside.
And the shot goes in. Irving's got 10.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
To the inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
So hard to contain. Irving enjoys putting the D on their heels and drawing fouls.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Rizachet checked in.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting.
From 11 feet away. Markkanen from outside. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Collier, that's good.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Christie. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
A dependable distributor. Irving is adept at seeing the floor and making the pass.
And Utah making a change here. Sensabaugh is checked in. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 4. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. Christie kicks to Irving. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. The Jazz making a switch here. 1:14 left to play here in the half. Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process for him.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
almost effortless looking. Kyrie's motion inside is so well practiced.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Got a piece of it. 40 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, George. Pass to Jackson. It's blocked. Irving against George. And that one's good. Irving's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
For the three. The rebound by the Jazz. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful.
When I look at the Mavericks, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Circling back to our game now, Kyrie Irving on fire in that first half.
An all-world talent. I mean, Kyrie's got the handle, he's got the shot. I mean, no one's come close to slowing him down tonight.
MVP of the first half, no doubt. Prime time entertainment.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
They've got Jaren Jackson. He's out there at Nurkic, and it's George in at the point. That's the group right now for Utah. Right on the bucket.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all three levels.
We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Anthony Davis is great. And I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Jazz trail by 8. Here's Bailey. That three off the mark.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Reza Shea. And last season, with all the injuries for the Memphis Grizzlies, Stan, Jaren Jackson had to play a bigger role and was effective.
Yeah, Kevin, I think we were all a little surprised at his offensive game. You know, he got more opportunity and we saw him doing more things. He also played more at the center spot, you know, so he's become a great two-way player. We knew he was always an elite defender.
Absolutely. A nice shot by George.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Mavericks. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, the Jazz. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Jackson, and Nurkic has it in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Dallas leading by 9. Outside Irving. Takes a shot at the elbow, and Dallas again with the bucket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Jazz have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
Well, this is something George does a good job of, creating chances for others to score.
Here's Irving. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Mavericks shoot their 7th and 8th free throw attempts from the game right here. And he knocks down the first one. And so Irving nails both of them.
Such a talent. Kyrie does certain things offensively that few others will even attempt.
George against Irving. Nobody near Nurkic. Misses the 3. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Jazz trail by 11. The 3 from George. Drills it from outside. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
It's intercepted. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Peterson. That's tipped. And here is Marshall. Dallas moving the ball around. Outside Irving. To the middle. Here's Rizachet. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. 4-on-3 break. Here's Peterson. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Mavericks leading by 8. Rizachet with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And the dunk by Rizachet.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Markkanen, he's checked in for Utah. Dallas also making some changes. Santi Aldama's checked in for Rizachet. PJ Washington comes in for Marshall. And it's Malik Monk in for Irving. Jackson setting the pick here for George. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Christie. Inside. Lively. And he lays it straight in. And now it's a 12-point Maverick lead.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And it's Washington missing. Jazz trail by 12. Here's Peterson. He's got 15. Outside for Jackson. A three-pointer off the mark. For Dallas, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Christie the pass to Aldama. Monk outside. And here's Washington outside. Rebound by Nurkic. Utah has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
Putting that length and athleticism to use. Jackson rises up.
Monk against George. The shot by Monk is no good.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste. Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
They are just killing him on the interior.
The Mavericks haven't good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. That's good from Lively. And the Jazz with possession here. It's a 13-point game. Here's Peterson. Shoots the 3. He can't get that one to fall. It'll count. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Santi Aldama is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Washington. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Spencer in at the point. Spencer. The three-pointer is right on target. Spencer's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Spencer. Now, here's Monk. He gets it in there. Monk's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. "60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Jackson. No good, unable to end this run.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Here's Collier. Takes it inside. And the rejection by Gafford. Here's Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Money from the wing. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Sinks the triple.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Pass to Spencer. Over Collier. Spencer's shot is off. Jazz have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Bailey. Here's Collier. Shot clock at 6. Gafford against Jackson. The shot will not fall.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Monk for three. Dallas again missing. Utah shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Plenty of space. Shot's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh has got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
The shot by Monk is no good. Jazz have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Pass to Collier. And here's Jackson. Now Markkanen fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got his fourth rebound in this one. Spencer, the pass to Gafford. Stolen by Jackson. And now Utah, fast break. Pulls up for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, and that's what you want. Get something out in space before the defense can get set.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Pass to Peterson. 1:43 left to play in the final quarter. Mavericks leading by 22. Here's Pippen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Keontae George picks one up. And landing zone fouls have been a part of the rule book for some time now, Coach. It's changed how shooters shoot.
No question, Kevin, and it's a good thing, I think. The NBA needs to protect the shooters. They're doing that. None of us wants injuries that could be prevented. We don't want to see the great shooters just come down and land on somebody's foot and miss 6 to 8 weeks.
And the rejection by Pippen.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Dallas.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him. Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Monk for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Here's Pippen, and Pippen slams it in.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Outside, George. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And